Hi everyone and welcome to another gameplay analysis video for Group C and D of Jojo's All-Star Battle. I hope everyone's looking forward to Groups E and F tonight. But for now, we've got Rohan vs Kira and Jolene vs Jono. So as you saw just then, Rohan kind of lingers in the air with the air version of the safety lock. So it's probably not going to be as good as just doing a jump in normal and then going into the safety lock in a combo. Because if you get punished for doing safety lock, then you've lost all advantage you even gained from doing safety lock in the first place. Naturally their combo won't be as good because they're missing one of their buttons. But even if they just go straight into a knockdown, then you've already taken damage and lost your safety lock for barely anything. It doesn't do much damage on its own, so you probably just want to do a jump in normal. I don't know if this is a punish on the safety lock, but if it is, it illustrates my point perfectly. So, Rohan's sparkling now, after he took that move from Kira. I'm sure everyone's worked this out by now, but that means he's the main bomb, or the primary bomb, depending on what translation you like. The coin sparkles as well when it's been fired. Obviously Kira can only have one primary bomb out at once, so yeah. You're about to see what being the primary bomb means. Bam. Rohan gets blown up, full screen, from a ridiculously fast move. So, because he doesn't do it in most of the other matches, I guess Kira looked kind of boring in those matches. But here, it definitely looks like it's going to be the highlight of his play, because turning your opponent into a bomb gives you so many options, because even full screen your opponent can't whiff anything you can react to, you'll just get blown up for. Or you could do it in a combo, and then if you're plus advantage on anything, you could probably blow them up, because that was a really fast move. So you could extend combos that way, you can punish anything, it's anywhere on the screen, it looks really good. So that I have to imagine is what Kira's gameplay is based around, and it's a really cool mechanic. There isn't anything really like it, I think, in any other game, except for maybe the gooey bomb in Smash Bros. Speaking of English point, here he gets this C safety lock. I believe this is command moves, which is what the Famitsu articles are calling specials. So I think it's seal specials, or it could seal command normals, which is really weird, or it could not be a C and it could be something altogether. But I'm gonna go with the seal specials. That must have hit Rohan on a weird angle, because normally that move doesn't send you that far away when he does it other times. So I don't know why he got sent that far away. So the fact that he did that move while he has the C lock either means that move's a command normal and thus specials are sealed, or that move is a special and thus command normals are sealed. Something worth mentioning about this stage hazard that I didn't last time is that it has next to no hit stun. They get hit by the frogs, then everyone's immediately acting afterwards. So that's something to think about. It might be a balancing factor because this stage hazard does more damage, or I don't know. It could be other reasons for it. So Rohan's sparkling at the moment because he got turned into the bomb. And then the coin gets fired and he stops sparkling and the coin starts spelling. So yeah, can only have one primary bomb at once. Unfortunate for Kira, but I guess it'd probably be way too strong if you could turn your opponent into a bomb and still fire coins at them, and it wouldn't be true to the cannon. This armor move, I'm pretty sure is a counter now. I don't think the palms actually has a hitbox, I think it's just the counter. Judging from how far away it hit Rohan, even though Killer Queen's fist was nowhere near him, I'd assume it just hits you regardless of where you are if you hit him. as in the manga, Kira can be hit by his own bombs. So that's probably the weakness of being able to blow your opponent up, in that you can't do it if they're right in front of you, or you'll get hit as well. Though it doesn't look like it does that much damage to Kira, compared to what it does to Rohan. So, I mean, it is Kira's main trait. It'd be bad if it was completely the same for both characters. Actually, I don't know if it did any damage to Kira, looking at it again. Kind of as expected, Heaven's Door's normals don't look very long at all. Which is to be expected because his arms and legs aren't very long either, so... What was everyone expecting? So, I've seen a lot of people think that Rohan's going to be broken, judging from what the AI does with him. But, the AI who gets hit by safety lock, first of all, they want to press the button that's locked, and then they look silly and they get hit. So there's that to keep in mind. Also, no one in these videos is doing combos yet, or good combos yet. They're just, at best, doing light, medium, heavy, special, super. Except for Koichi at one point against Jara. But, so that means that the big damage characters aren't going to be doing their huge damage, and the lower damage characters are going to be roughly near everyone else as well. So, also Rohan seems to really like doing actual like the full combo, the light, medium, heavy, special, super, whereas everyone else sometimes just does light, medium, heavy. So there's that to keep in mind as well. But even ignoring the flaws of the AI, he does have low damage. His projectile where he throws the pens does next to no damage at all. There's no way you could possibly use it as a full zoning tool, because even being hit by 10 of them wouldn't do that much damage to you. So by the time your opponent got in, they'd just blow you up and take all that damage back, and more. Blow you up, that wasn't intentional. I should have just claimed it was. And Heaven's Door's normals don't look very good at all, so it's that to keep in mind. There's two possible things that could make him broken, though, even because of those even ignoring those flaws, in that if it turns out he does have really good combo extension, then he could have damage as good as everyone else, if not better, in his full combos. And Rohan's normals could be good enough to make up for Heaven's Door's limbs being tiny, so you have to think of that. And Kira is obviously rushed down. The coin, there's no way you could use it as a zoning tool, and it's his only projectile. It seems like a really good trap move, but you have to get it in to make your opponent get hit by the traps on their wake up and such. So the AI doesn't do much for them except fire coins. This is the only time he even turns someone into a bomb and then blows them up. So it's good that he got through to the top 16, so we can see more of him and actually see him do some more things. His supers look really cool though. But yeah, I can't make any judgments of how he'll actually play beyond Rushdown, because we didn't see much from him. I don't really like judging strength of characters in tiers before a game comes out, but everyone seems to want me to do it in the comments, so I guess you're getting it now. Here we get Giorno vs Jolyne, which is I think the only Jojo vs Jojo, unless you're counting Bruno vs Johnny. This proves that you can get hit if your stand gets hit, even if you're miles away. I don't think there's been as clear a cut a case as this one yet, because Jono's miles up in the air and gold experience is down, and he still gets hit. So, that clear cut. That section almost looked like Footsies from the air, just by the way. This dive kick from Jono, I should have talked about it last time, but it seems odd in its uses. I'm not really sure how to use it, because Jono ends up too far away to really extend pressure, and it doesn't do that much damage. So maybe it'll just be used to blow up anti-airs, but then gold experience can be hit. So it can't really blow anti-airs up, so I'm a bit confused. Maybe it's just to end combos if you're in the corner, maybe. So this counter that Jolene has, I think it's the only time in this match where it gets triggered. But it's called, yeah, defending myself with a string takes no power. And it's just a stylish move that doesn't cost you any card gauge, which is fairly apt for the name. The same is good for a counter, because most counters only get you the damage that counter actually does, or a super if you can cancel into it. There aren't that many counters that actually let you just get a full combo. But this one, if you counter a move that is punishable on sidestep, then you get a full combo. So the risk and the reward are more in your favor this time than with most counters. That was the first puts and cancel I think the AI does. So, yeah, it didn't do that much damage, obviously, because probably just going straight into that special wasn't the best idea. I imagine you could link standing medium off the Mura Mura, and then go heavy, and then DP at the very least if you wanted to do that, and that'd do more damage. But the AA probably just did that because it was the 7-page Mura Mura into Re into Muda combo. So, yeah, I'd assume that's why the AA did it. I was surprised that that wasn't actually a Rekka series. I thought it was just going to be Muda 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 into Re into Muda for no meter. But, there you go. Has to put some cancel if he wants to do it. This snake that hits Jolene off screen is something I was really looking forward to with Jono. I am really looking forward to with Giorno now that I've seen it, because it didn't do that much damage, and I'd assume a snake would do poison damage, but apparently it doesn't. But it turned around. Jono fired it going this way, and then it turned around and went back on Jolene. So, presumably because it's a snake and wants to actually attack you. So that's good. Homing projectiles, if it does home on sidesteps, as I mentioned with every other homing projectile so far, it'll be really strong. And even if it doesn't, it'll still probably be good. So yeah, just then the tree went over the ground string, which is kind of be expected. So I'd hope that its only use isn't just dodging lows. I'd assume that it does something else, surely, besides letting you jump. Also, at the moment, it's hard for me to tell whether or not this string barrier is on axis. I'm sure later on when we've all played the game a bunch it'll be easy to tell, but so far it's pretty difficult for me, so that seems like something really annoying. And the string barrier does eventually go away. Unfortunately for poor Jono, the snake does not have enough block stun to make this Muda Muda safe. So yeah, it just goes to show that this super is really good at whiff punishing. The softball does go fairly fast, so. Or baseball. Not sure which one it was. So, just then, it was kind of hard to tell whether or not the string zip has a hitbox on it, or if Jono's DP is a proper DP. I wish she got DP'd out of a proper jump in normal so we could tell whether or not it was invincible, but from that, still hard to tell. I've still got my fingers crossed that it is a DP though. That definitely doesn't heal enough life. That was just pathetic. That bird was probably the standard one of Jono's projectiles. All three of them are the same move. I've changed its nature is the name. I'd assume that, yeah, there's the snake, there's the parabolic one, and there's the bird. If we get shown a fourth one, then I'll just be completely confused, but I'm fairly sure so far that it's just the different button strength. So like light would get you the snake, and medium would get you the bird, and heavy would get you the parabolic one, which I think is a fish. Yeah, that was totally a fish. If the fists from this charge auto do actually go all the way over here like they look like they do, then that is ridiculous range. And so charging it, I'd assume from that would definitely improve the range. So yeah, that looks really good for whiff punishing if you have time. Or just general footsies. You probably don't have time to whiff punish charging that, now that I think about it. But yeah, just pressuring your opponent from that far is It's pretty cool. Because Stone Free doesn't move forward at all, so there's no real risk to you or to Jolyne or Stone Free from that. Just then Jono got hit out of his sidestep by the lightning legs, which is further proof that sidesteps aren't the be-all and end-all. Prior to all this All-Star Battle League, I was really worried that sidesteps would just be incredibly strong, because we hadn't seen anything that looked like a Tekken-style tracking move that would hit sidesteps, but yeah, with the many moves we've seen now that do hit sidesteps, I'm less concerned. I like how Joshua just aimlessly runs for the stage. If you've lost while the stage has its triggered. So from the All-Star Battle League footage, I'm not really sure what Giorno's meant to do. He seems kind of all over the place with little bits of everything. So I guess he could be just an all-rounder. He does seem kind of Shoto-y so far, with a projectile and a forward-moving hitting move that's unsafe. I guess that could be kind of competitive with Tatsumaki and the TP. So that could be something. The snake looks really good. All three of his projectiles are pretty good actually. But the Muda Muda being unsafe and still not knowing what the tree does kind of hurts my ability to estimate what he's going to do. His Hearty attack as well, according to the look test stuff, is apparently really strong. But the AI didn't want to do it at any point, so hard for us to tell what it does. Apparently though it puts them in like 3 seconds of hit stun, because it is the slow punch, so you can just kind of loop it, which would help his damage problems. But we'll never know until the game comes out, now that Giorno's lost. Sad. Jolyne on the other hand, Jolyne looks really, really strong. I don't like making judgments on strength like this prior to release, but all her tools seem really strong. The aura seems huge when it's charged. The barrier goes all the way to the sky and lasts ages. If you wanted to, whenever they try to sidestep around it, you could just sidestep the other way and keep it in between you the whole time. Though you'd probably just want to punish the sidestep instead. And if they just sit there and block while the barrier's up, you can do the charge auto to bring down the guard gauge and chip them a bit. And if they whiff anything, you can punish with the string or with the softball if you're too far away for that. And she's got that neat counter, and she's got air movement. She seems like she has the whole package, really. And it all seems really good, unlike Jono's everything, which seems kind of mediocre. So, yeah. I don't want to say she's going to be top tier, but on day one, I'm sure she'll be really strong. So yeah, I hope everyone's looking forward to Groups E and F tonight. I'll certainly be watching. I don't know if this video is going to be uploaded actually before Groups E and F start, but if it is, I'm really looking forward to see how Kaz does, because he's the last hope of the Pillarmen, as expected of Kaz Summer. And I also want to see Part H Oscar. With 10 characters in these groups, I'm sure that everyone has at least one character they really like, so good luck to everyone who has one of those characters. Especially his homies, bro, since you're going to probably need it. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't already.